back to a episode of the Northern Ireland Wrestling Connection. Yes, finally we are back.
Hello!
Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, there's three of us here at the moment because somebody else is upstairs who you can actually see coming down the stairs right now. That is Chris Vintomania. Hello, Christopher.
Vintomania brings gifts from Mike Lacey for Allan.
Oh, no! That's why. No.
Yes.
Why you do this to me?
Search for the...
No, hold iPad, please.
I'll hold phone.
Damn you, Mike. Damn you.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Mike is heading to Money in the Bank.
Is there any instructions as to which I go?
No.
No? Okay.
Let's just say it came in a big ass box.
It wouldn't be Mike if it wasn't.
No.
I'd be touching my iPad like that.
Because you said iPad.
Oh no.
I'm taking too much time, Phil.
Yes.
Tell everybody what we're going to talk about.
So we're going to
Smallest scissors.
We're going to talk about our Money in the Bank pay-per-view predictions. Who's going to win? Who is going to replace the big red monster, Kane?
Halloween freak.
What about Big Red?
Yeah,
He's not
he's
here.
not here.
He's the big red drunk.
He's watching like Manford.
Mumford
Mumford and
and Sons.
Sons. Manford and Sons.
Watching Jason Manford.
Mumford and Sons. He's not here. So we're going to continue with it.
No.
What the hell is that?
Awesome. It is a Fifth Doctor poster signed by Peter Davison.
Oh my lord, that's pretty epic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wait, where's the box?
That'll mean nothing to Hayley.
No.
For me.
Means something to me.
No John Pertwee for you, because he's dead.
Oh, still get his autograph though.
Nice
Savvy
paper.
stuff.
Nice wrapping paper, Mikey.
It is, it's awesome.
Mike always chooses great wrapping papers for him.
No, I'm going to make a mess.
Yeah, so once Alan's made a mess, then we're going to talk about, you know, who we think's going to win and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
The Avengers numbers 1 to 10 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Ooh.
Awesome! Thank you.
Right.
This one now. I keep it dropped down, sorry.
It's alright. You used it?
Yeah, we got it. Give him his t-shirt.
Tales of Suspense! Iron Man from the Tales of Suspense, numbers 39 to 50. Awesomeness.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mike. Awesomeness. Thank you.
So Mike can watch this part of the video.
Yeah, exactly.
After he's been the Money in the Bank. Yes.
After he's, yeah.
Yes, so I will say to him, that's what originally I had planned for Thursday, you see, and then you were sick.
Yeah.
I got it. So you just decided to film instead. Cheers.
No, I was going to be filming it anyway, so I was going to say, right here, why don't we do a Money in the Bank, like pay-per-view thing? No, put that away, dog. No.
Everybody can see.
It's alright, I was just squeaking. If you hear squeaking, it's my
Hey! Attack of the dog.
of all the time, so I get tired in a minute, like.
Right, okay, it's the Money in the Bank predictions video for the NIWC.
That is correct.
Vintomania, Allan GW Price, X1 Girly X aka Hayley, Mikey 2004 is it?
Correct.
Mikey Thompson, so no Big Red, he's getting drunk at a concert.
We've got a better
Not winning.
replacement then.
Yeah,
Belfast version.
yeah, and he wears the right colour as well.
And he wears a wrestling t-shirt too.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Where's the...
And the CM Punk Gracie Jiu-Jitsu hoodie as well. So there you
I
go.
think Chris has only ever worn one wrestling t-shirt.
Interference from the outside. Right, shall we get started then?
We
Yeah.
shall.
Right, okay. First match that you can pick is from The Shield versus the Usos, starting with Chris.
I don't see the Usos winning this, to be honest. I expect a bigger... I would have expected the primetime players to fight the Shield, to be honest. I wouldn't expect the Usos to be in such a prime position, no pun intended, as they are in. But I think the Shield are going to pick up the victory quite easily.
I think it's pleasant, a pleasant surprise to see the Usos though in the tag match, up for the titles.
Well, what about
I think
Tons
they're
of
getting a wee
Fun?
bit of a lift at the minute.
Yeah.
Giving a wee bit of a build up.
I think they've realised we don't have any real other tag teams bar the likes of maybe the primetime players that can go after these guys, because Rhodes and Sandow are kind of in out, shake it all about sort of thing. You can't really decide whether they're tagging or they're not, or they're going to be breaking up because of dissension in matches or what's really going on.
We'll probably see more of that tonight, I think.
I'd say so. There's a chance there. Yes. Hayley.
The Shield.
Shield.
I'm for Shield.
That's just because you like Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. No, I think they're like. I keep saying Prime. We've got the word Prime in my head. Now I'm going to scroll.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. And they're like the top tag team at the moment. And
You hit me.
sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Good. I come back. This is what I come back to. Yeah, I think they're like the top tag team at the moment. It's going to be very hard to bring someone around. Actually, if Undertaker and Daniel Bryan and Kane could not beat them, I know the Usos have bet.
Yeah.
They'd beat
The Undertaker and all mightn't have been able to beat them,
But-
but Christian and the Usos did.
Yeah.
Christian.
Aye, Christian.
Yeah, I don't really get that because they've been built up to be like this indestructible tag team of sorts. But it'll be interesting to see the match tonight. But Shield all the way. I don't really care about these.
Cool. Mikey.
I'll go for the Shield like everyone else did. I don't really see the point in this fight at all. Oh, especially on the pre-show, which the Shield is one of the teams you need to be building up at the minute.
Yeah.
And they're top team, and you've got Ambrose who's going to be up there in the Money in the Bank match. So.
Exactly. But no, my prediction is the Shield as well. If you haven't seen my video already, it is that is extremely rude. Search Allan GW Price, ALLAN GW Price if you haven't already. Mind, there's more followers on my YouTube page than this, so you probably are following anyway. But it is going to be the Shield, especially because it is on the pre-show. Logically, I could not see them costing the Shield tag titles on a pre-show. I would much prefer to see this in the main card than Curtis Axel versus The Miz, and this is coming from a Miz fan.
No, I'd rather see this in the main card than the Jericho Ryback match, which has had no build whatsoever.
Jericho versus Ryback.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that'll be the next match: Ryback versus Chris Jericho. Hayley.
Oh well, we all know Ryback's gonna win this because Jericho's flipping off to do.
Flipping off.
He's flipping off. He's doing front flips the
I
way.
did flip off the camera there.
I don't swear. I don't swear. So
Just to get me blurred.
Oh, wrong finger.
Fudging, he's fudging
Wrong
off. He's fudging off to go play the band, sing.
Just play the band. Play the band. Ding 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 ding.
As much as I love Jericho, now Ryback's gonna pretty much
Do you really think so? Considering Ryback's been losing on pay-per-views for like a year
I
now.
think this is why he's fighting Jericho.
Yeah, to
The
get
only-
his
the only-
win.
So he actually
The only person willing to
Pick
go
up the
over.
ECW. Oh,
But-
sorry about that. Please forgive me for doing that.
But there's talks
You
of
did.
him getting a manager in the form of Vicky Guerrero.
Aye, well that looks like the way
That was
it's
the
going.
weirdest backstage segment I think I've ever seen. Was whenever he
Hunt for Vicky.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
So yeah, I think this will be a win for Ryback
For the
tonight.
Cryback.
For the Cryback.
That's kind of the height of the feud between these two is that Chris Jericho called him Crybaby.
Cryback.
I know we're a PG show like, but come on here.
I know.
It's going to be Ryback. It has to be, in my opinion. They've been playing up that he's injured, so that'll probably come into the match in some form. You know, with the Walls of Jericho or something like that. He's going to fake being injured again. I think. What about you, Chris?
As Hayley was saying earlier on, I think Ryback's going to win, but it's going to be through interference from Vicky Guerrero, and then Vicky will offer her managerial services to Ryback. And
Very
then,
glad you said managerial.
yeah, that's why I thought I put the managerial word in there. But that's what I think will happen. I think, as you say, in the Walls of Jericho, Vicky will wander down to the ring and then distract the referee. Ryback will do something, and then that'll be it. So that's what I think will happen anyway. It's behind you, Misty.
It's behind you.
I'll turn into a freaking pantomime now.
It's behind you.
There.
What did I say?
Mikey.
Uh,
Ryback Jericho.
Ryback for the win. It's just a job match for me, for Jericho. That's all I say, lads. I mean, Ryback hasn't won a pay-per-view in what, a year now?
It's about a year.
So, I think this is just a way of getting them to have a win.
I know.
Even there's no storyline for this at all.
Because the only sort of willing guy to actually job would be Jericho.
As Hayley said, he's going to his
Go do another
His
concert
concert.
tour of the UK and Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
No Belfast, stay Jericho.
No. Even
Apparently
after I
it's-
told him.
Apparently it's up to us to get his gigs booked, apparently not Drew. Yeah.
True.
Drew! Oh,
Even after
dear.
I told him in my VIP
So that's 2 matches down and 2 unanimous decisions as to who's going to be victorious. I have a
Yeah.
funny feeling things are not going to continue this
No, I
way
don't think so.
the further down the card we get. But next up is me versus Hayley,
Woo!
which is AJ Lee and
Aw.
Caitlin for the Divas title. And who's going to win? I'm going to win, because
Yeah.
it's going to be AJ. But I think this is going to be a fantastic match. Hayley, have you got to see last month's match yet?
No.
Have you not?
No.
Very good.
Well, you're going to be in for a treat tonight if they give them anywhere near the time of what they got last month.
I think it will.
I
think
hope so.
such a good match. Such a good
Considering,
match.
as you were saying, Hayley, before we recorded, the fact that TNA had the Divas Ladder match recently,
Mhm.
they'll want to continue to say, you know,
Yeah.
oh, we've the better Divas. Who, in your opinion, is going to be victorious?
AJ, but in my world, what I would like to see is just to get Caitlin to win. To get me
Just because
points.
you want points for
Just
your
to add
fantasy
on
league.
points, depending when the Divas match is on the card,
Mhm.
if it's before or after the World Heavyweight, if AJ screws stuff out of the Heavyweight, I'd like to see him screw her out of the Divas.
That would be intriguing.
Because the whole Caitlin thing, because he's telling AJ
Yeah,
not
I
to
know.
bully Caitlin anymore and to do all this. So.
I know what you mean.
But I don't think it'll ever happen in a million universes.
I don't see this happening after the
No.
World Heavyweight Championship match. It'll happen after the World Heavyweight
Money in the
Money in
Bank.
the Bank because
It'll
it's
probably be the
because
opener.
it's usually always the opener. They always open with the Money in the Bank, and it's usually the World Heavyweight, the youngsters, or the ones that haven't really won a world title, bar Jack Swagger. No, I definitely can see that down the line. What you're saying.
Yeah, but I think for this one, AJ, it's an easy choice for AJ. When though Caitlin has been very, very good, both of them have improved immensely. But it's just waiting for Paige to get called up to get a really good.
Also mine.
to get a really good Divas division going because
Mhm.
at the moment, your woman JoJo, your woman
Jojo,
Eva,
was it like Jojo Offerman or
Yes,
something like
I
that?
can't sing worth a darn.
just dating
That's
Justin
on
Gabriel.
iTunes now.
Oh God, so was Gillian.
Did you hear the
Hall
rigmarole?
there.
What they're trying to do, set up for just the show, is to make it look like Fandango's in a relationship with your woman Ava Marie.
Yeah, but he's with Summer, so she
Yeah.
doesn't
But apparently just for the show, because apparently that's what the Justin Gabriel relationship is. It's just for the show.
Hmm.
So I don't think Summer would be quite impressed if Fandango was made to be in a relationship with somebody else. But
Off the topic, I think AJ. I think for this one I'm gonna go for her as much as I love Caitlin and as much as Caitlin's on my team. I don't know, she may surprise us, but I think AJ. I think for the winner of this one.
Mikey,
I'm going to follow the trend and go for AJ as well.
hey,
I think she's just on a good streak at the minute, which they have to keep going for. She's pretty
and it's the best all-round diva on the main roster at the moment. Yes, arguments can be made for Natalia as the wrestler, but the best all-round diva
Oh, it's definitely AJ.
is AJ. Just full stop, end of story. AJ for me, obviously, and finally Chris.
Yeah, as Allan said in his video, the face normally gets the title back, but it's too soon. I mean, AJ's only won it, so it's a case of he'll not get it straight away. Although I've a funny feeling, and as you said as well in your last video, Allan, that you want to see some kind of stipulation
Yes.
involving the two of them. I think that what's going to be thrown in is Natalia is going to be a special referee
Yeah.
at some stage, because obviously in SmackDown or in Raw,
Yes.
the reading of the
Smash-
text,
SmackDown, yeah.
text messaging, and she doesn't know who to trust.
I
So
just walks off. Yeah.
I think, oh my God, just hold us.
I know, I was about to say, to interrupt, Gene Snitsky's backstage. It's WrestleMania 22 on the TV, by the way, everybody. Gene Snitsky's like licking Mae Young's feet, and Goldust dressed up like a woman, so yeah. Anyway, where are you going?
Yeah, so that's what I think what will happen, but I think AJ will win via a submission.
The Black
this
Widow.
time.
The Black Widow, which is her nerdy side coming out as well. But no, I would really like to see a stipulation. Maybe that's going to be the return match after this, that we actually get a proper stipulation. I think if they were to go something different, maybe not a ladder match like TNA, but I know wasn't it a tables match that an Italian League were in a couple of years ago. If they were to go somewhere like that route, that would be pretty interesting. Could you imagine like Caitlin spearing AJ through a table? That would just be an absolute car crash and epicness.
It's a shame we didn't have Extreme Rules as the next pay-per-view.
But the other question to ask is though, who do we see if AJ makes it through this feud with Caitlin holding on to the title? Who does she face next? I know
Layla's supposed to be turned heel.
but that's on Caitlin. Do you think that immediately catapult Layla into the title picture?
I think I'll put Natalia into it.
Natalia.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see her in it.
There's nobody else.
If they let her be a character again, not just this smiley great Khali minder.
There's nobody else really worth merit that deserves a kind of shot. Like Alicia Fox, I never know if she's a face or a heel.
She doesn't know whether
she just randomly appears when required.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think that Natalia will be on it.
But they have this Total Divas TV show coming up soon. So
yeah, which AJ and Caitlin aren't a part of. So I can see where you're going.
I think they're going to start building people up to that.
Yeah, it'll be someone involved in that show. It won't be Naomi or Cameron anyway, so that kind of rounds it down to the Bellas and all, and one of the Bellas is out in the inactive list anyway, so apparently she got chauffeured down to ringside during Raw on her crutches.
Oh, flip, okay.
So she did, and then they had the crutches so they looked normal on Raw. So that is again another unanimous decision for AJ to pick up the victory. I'd say this will probably be the same again, which is Curtis Axel versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Chris?
Well, The Miz is one of my guys.
In the Fantasy League?
In the Fantasy League. Curtis Axel doesn't seem to have the same kind of panache that he had whenever he first came up, and it's kind of, like he got this count-out victory versus Triple H, and it seems to be the way that Shelton Benjamin was going whenever he fought with Evolution and beat, Triple H and beat Flair, and that kind of thing, but I'm not sure. I think the way the Intercontinental title swings backwards and forwards so frequently, I think it'll be a case of Miz will win it, but this will kind of build up Axel's desire to then, try and win it back again and kind of light the fire beneath him, so to speak. So I think Miz will win via the figure 4 leg lock.
Oh, well, that was a surprise. There was me thinking we were going to be unanimous here.
I just thought, there's no point in me saying, I'll just go with what I would like to happen.
What you selfishly want as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mikey?
Well, I'll differ from Chris and go for Mr. Axel Rose. No, Curtis Axel, sorry. I always say that.
Axel Rose, yeah.
Curtis Axel. You need to keep building him, especially now you've got Paul Heyman with him. You need to keep him on the streak at the minute.
I think they made a big mistake this week by having him lose both his matches to Jericho. He lost by pinfall on Raw and then lost by, was it a count out on SmackDown?
Yeah. They always seem
to lose
champions.
the week before the pay-per-view.
I know, it's to try and make him look weak, to make everybody think that Miz has a chance of winning the belt, but it just seems a wee bit illogical that you make such an effort to get him victories over Triple H and John Cena, and then go and have him lose completely cleanly to Jericho this week. But I suppose that's maybe part and parcel to try and make Jericho look like he'll beat Ryback as well.
Oh,
goodness knows. Yes. Sorry, match coming up on WrestleMania 28. But no, I will be going for Curtis Axel to retain the IC Championship as well. Hayley!
Hey. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Allan and Mikey and go with
It's alright.
Curtis Axel, just for the fact that they've been building him up quite a lot, even though he's lost his last 2 matches. I think that's just to build it up so that he can win tonight, and it's just, it's a bit of a downslide from facing Triple H and Cena to go to Miz, no offense to Miz. But it's just like, the match came out of nowhere, really. I didn't really understand why they put them in. I suppose it was from all the.
There was the triple threat match where he won it, but
still, it's just.
there hasn't been a constant feud this month between the two.
No, so it's sort of like a filler match for me. It's the
Really
IC belt looked better.
We really need to turn the Miz back heel because he is not working as a face.
Yeah.
My worst fears have come true, sadly, in regards to Miz, because I am a big Miz fan, but his stock has just waned considerably, sadly. So that's 3-1 in favour of Curtis Axel to retain the IC belt.
Or did it not put up Michael McGillicuddy on this type of
That was Christian.
Was it Christian?
It was Christian came out on Raw and they put up the Michael McGillicuddy.
Ah, fail.
And someone even tweeted Curtis Axel and he says, I know, what a stupid name. At least he's being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Next up. Ziggler versus Alberto Del Rio.
No scarf tonight, sorry.
No scarf. Well, I'll give the honours to Chris because he's the only person currently present that has a representative in this match with Alberto Del Rio. So, over to you, Christopher.
I think this is going to be quite a struggle for Del Rio because he doesn't have Ricardo by his side.
I think we'll probably play it up.
Yeah. Because he'll kind of look. I think at one stage he'll kind of look around for Ricardo, and he'll remember that he's not there. Again, this is a tough one because I would like Ziggler to win, but realistically, I think Del Rio will keep the belt.
It's just too soon.
I think it's too soon, but I think around SummerSlam, SummerSlam will be kind of their
big Ziggler moment.
Their rubber match, and Ziggler will say, I couldn't win at, Money in the Bank, but, you put your money on me, win a SummerSlam show at SummerSlam, but I think Del Rio will retain tonight, and Ziggler will win at some stage, but just not tonight, unfortunately.
Not tonight, which will work out okay for you anyway.
Yeah, whether we see some AJ interference, which therefore then costs Ziggler the match, and then kind of leads to the big breakup between those two as well.
Yeah, that's for me. That's the only kind of way they can continue to push Ziggler towards being a face, kind of cap it off, because they have kind of hinted at the whole AJ thing backstage a couple of times, where he's like questioned her, saying like, where were you for my match? But he turns it around, being the way he is, and just says, well, I didn't need you anyway, because I'm me.
Yeah.
But he still acted very questioning, like, why weren't you there? And she tried to, get out of it, sort of thing. So I do think this match is going to end up being Del Rio as the victor as a result of AJ interference. Hayley.
Yes, I'm going to stick with you boys and say, as much as I love Ziggler again, Del Rio, I think it's just too soon for the belt to be switched again, though I still thought it was too soon for Del Rio to win the belt off Ziggler, so anything could happen.
That was more the concussion, wasn't it? Issue?
Yeah, it was the concussion thing they played up.
Yeah,
crazily.
but definitely.
It was, like you're saying, though, it was a surprise for Del Rio to win the belt back, but you should have seen our reactions last month when we were watching it. I think we didn't even realise the match.
You said you weren't even paying attention.
We weren't even really paying attention. We were busy chatting away. All we saw was a kick delivered by Del Rio. Thinking, it's a kick, you'll kick out. Then 1, 2, 3. Like, oh right, okay. That actually happened.
Yeah, so I think Ziggler's unfortunately going to lose tonight, but I think he'll come out better the next pay-per-view. I think SummerSlam will just be his pay-per-view, and he'll steal the world or steal the show once again. And
steal the world. I'm going to steal it from you.
Steal the world.
Whether we see AJ come out,
I'm here to steal the world.
Whether we see AJ come out or Ricardo come out.
Well, Ricardo won't come out because he's been properly suspended. So.
Yeah, so
unless Rosa comes out, you never know.
Whether Big E comes out as well, maybe.
Big Titty E.
Big T.
With the big
Pop.
boobs. We'll just have to wait and see tonight, but I'm going to go with a win for Alberto Del Rio.
Mikey.
Well, I would like Ziggler to win, but I'm going to have to go with everyone else here and say Del Rio's going to win. I think we'll have Ziggler look strong in this match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as weak as what he was last time. He probably got a pump to throw a punch in.
as soon as Del Rio started delivering the kicks last time,
Yeah,
it was
game
on,
over.
like.
But I mean, I think they'll have to have Ziggler look strong tonight. But then maybe, as Chris has said, some interference could cost Ziggler the match. Maybe.
Sadly.
So I'm going to have to go with Del Rio, unfortunately.
Oh dear. Poor Ziggles. Zigglypuff.
Zigglypuff.
Cena versus Henry.
Oh, we all know how this is going.
Hayley.
Off Cena.
Cena.
We can clearly see Cena's going to win this match. It's been said everywhere that Cena's going to win this match, and maybe with the rumours of him versus another superstar at SummerSlam, whether that happens tonight or whether it comes out of the blue, I think we all know. As much as it'd be, I don't know, surprising to see Henry win, I haven't really seen a good Henry run, especially.
I don't think anyone's seen a good Henry run.
Except in Belfast when he tried to escape jail.
Do those roads.
I just don't see Mark Henry as a WWE champion. That's simply it. I think Cena's just. I think it's gonna be a good match. I think Cena's gonna. Cena and Henry will really sort of put on a show, but at the end of the day, Cena's the face of the company, and they're gonna want to keep Cena to have a really good feud at SummerSlam instead of just doing another Mark Henry Cena feud to get the title back on Cena. Yeah. So.
I think Cena's going to retain. The only thing that I could see them do to completely shake this up would be if the WWE Money in the Banks happen before this match.
Yeah.
And that Henry does actually beat Cena, and then the Money in the Bank winner comes in and cashes in.
Yeah.
Or Mark Henry's lost the match with Cena.
That's what I was.
And beats him up.
That's what I was going
cashes
for.
it in.
I was sure that happened before. Whenever Daniel Bryan came and cashed his in, whenever Henry beat up the Big Show after he lost.
Yeah, so it could be the surprise thing for SummerSlam is, yes, it's going to be Cena versus Bryan, but it's Cena versus Bryan with Bryan as the champ, having won the Money in the Bank and cashed it in on the evening.
That'd be better.
So that could be a bit of a twist.
That would be good.
Okay.
I'm tempted to say Mark Henry, really.
Ooh.
I think if this match is before or Money in the Bank, if Henry wins and then Cena takes Kane's place,
That could be
Oh,
interesting.
that is.
That's good,
That would
Mikey.
be double duty,
and then he wins the Money
yeah.
in the Bank, and then can cash it in on maybe a Raw episode, and then he'll maybe go back to SummerSlam with it. I just think that's maybe a wee twist.
That's a nice tempting
That
twist.
is.
Like that one.
I like that.
Should be a WWE writer.
You should feel right, Mikey. Play now.
I'm planning a real job.
Chris.
Well, I would like Mikey's idea to happen, but as I said, I think that Cena will win, Henry will beat him up, and then somebody will cash in, or whether we see, whether we see that happen, or whether, I would love Henry to win the belt, but honestly, if this was a World Heavyweight Championship, I would say Henry would win it, but I just think Henry doesn't have, Henry is like the Ryback now, it's a case of, you just don't see him as the face of the company, you don't see the belt being on his shoulder. I would love to be proven wrong and Henry actually get the belt, because I think after his 10 plus years of being in the WWE, he deserves...
I'm taking this 50% pay cut.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably fed better now or something.
Mind you, he's still apparently one of the, best paid guys in the company still.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I mean, I would like to see him win it, but I just don't think
It all was medical bills.
Bit like Mysterio, really.
The only way I can see Henry winning, bar the obvious stuff, is sort of, the way that Big Show win the IC belt from Cody at WrestleMania 2 years ago, to kind of like round out his sort of, portfolio, so to say, to let, Mark Henry say he actually held the WWE title, that's the only real reason I would see is to give Henry the belt. Logically though, it will be Cena walking out with the WWE title heading towards SummerSlam. Right, next up, World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank ladder match. Wade Barrett, Antonio Cesaro, Jack Swagger, Damian Sandow, Dean Ambrose, Cody Rhodes, and Fandango!
It's went on for
Right, okay, so let's match this up to the Fantasy League in the grand scheme of things. Hayley, you have Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Christopher, you have Cesaro and Jack Thorga.
Mikey can have Hills.
I have Damien Sandow and Dean Ambrose. And Mikey, in the place of Mr. Hill, aka Big Red, gets Fandango.
What are you thinking picking that?
Seriously, mate, what?
He was hot at the time.
So hot at the time. Like, what?
It's so hot right now.
Mikey, you kick us off.
Oh.
What do you think is going to go down in this match?
This is a tricky one. I mean, I know the English guys are cheering on Barrett, but I just don't see him getting this at all. I'm thinking maybe Ambrose for the title, or for the Money in the Bank. I think he deserves probably to go on this run. Although, yeah, gonna go with Dean Ambrose.
The Dean.
The Dean
I
of the-
think I don't have to ask Hayley twice who she'd like to win, but who do you think will win?
I would love Cody Rhodes to win.
I would like Cody Rhodes to win.
But the fact that Damien Sandow's in it as well means I don't think there's much chance of Cody Rhodes winning, unfortunately, due to his tag team partnership being in. But I'd love to see him win. Love. But who I think is gonna win? Wade Barrett. I'm gonna go with
You weren't saying that in the car, you big
I
bandwagoner.
said Cody Rhodes or Wade Barrett in the car.
That is out of it.
Well, I would love Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes would be my top guy to win. But I really don't think he's going to get even near it.
I must ask you a
Sad.
question though. I must ask you a question. What would you do if Cody Rhodes won?
Oh my word, I would.
Fall asleep.
I would. Not.
Yay, go
Like, yay! It'd be like narcolepsy through excitement. Like, yay!
I'd probably scream. Thank gosh your parents aren't here.
I know.
I know, just the next door neighbours thinking, what the fuck's going on in there?
Maybe run out into the street and then run.
Hold on, swearing there, Allan.
Oh, yes. It's okay, it's YouTube.
Run out in the street and then.
Certificate 12.
I don't know, and then run back in and then scream some more and then wake up tomorrow and scream some more and just in general tell
And then you're
the
going to have
world.
Dolph Ziggler voice on Friday.
Thank goodness we're
Yeah.
doing our Q&A video tonight before that happens.
No.
Hey guys, so about
It's Cody Rhodes, he's the champion. No, he's not. He's actually Money in the Bank winner, but still enough said about that.
Go for yourself!
Joe.
Bloody swan. Knock yourselves out now.
Joe.
Joe. What? Joe's going to win it? Who's Joe? Joe Hennig? What?
Joe.
Just
Joe.
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 Right, so you want Cody to win,
I
but
want
you
Cody
think
to
Wade
win.
could win also.
I think. Yeah.
You want
Yeah,
Cody, but you think Barrett?
I
Wade
want
Barrett.
Cody,
Barrett loves Barrett.
and I'll say Cody is my pick, but I think Wade's gonna win it.
Okay. I think Wade doesn't have a hope in hell.
Although, that's always the thing that I always say is that who do you think is not likely to win it, and everyone will say Fandango and be like, Fandango's going to win it. 'Cause
Well,
who
it
would have
was like
predicted-
that with Swagger. when
That's
he
what
won
I
it.
mean. That's what I mean. That's why it's always a case of, you know, you never know. You never know.
Oh crap! What the hell?
Look at the fake Tom on the Fantastic. Was any Mac?
They're stats pregnant
His
with
orange
their
has
first kid.
changed.
Oh, I flip me, jeez. Something else there. But, where were we? Oh, yeah, Money in the Bank World Heavyweight Championship
Yeah.
match. No, I don't think Barrett's going to win. Like I said in my video, this is the year least likely, in my opinion, for Cody to win this thing. So it is going to probably be the surprise we end up getting. Don't get me wrong, I would be extremely happy if that was the case. It would be a nice surprise.
Would it be a lovely surprise? A lovely surprise.
But there's two people I would rather see before him get it, and that is Dean Ambrose and Antonio Cesaro.
Dean Ambrose doesn't need it.
I know I said that in my
Just
video,
put
I'm
it
getting
in.
there. I'm getting there. Dean Ambrose really, logically, does not need it just yet based on the situation with the Shield. If the Shield were on their way to a breakup, yes, I could see it happening. if the Shield were to randomly lose the tag belts in the pre-show and look like they were about to splinter, then maybe. But with him having the US belt and the Shield being the way they are, I don't see him winning it. My pick, as it was in my video, will remain to be Antonio Cesaro.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's been on NXT the past few months.
Yeah, but that's just because he's appeared. But he's with Zeb now, so it could all change. Christopher.
Well, I don't think Jack Swagger has a hope in hell of winning
No.
this, judging by his past record. I don't think they would
Put
risk
that much.
putting that on
Yeah.
him. And then obviously Cesaro's my other pick, who I think would be. I think both him and Ambrose kind of. They are like the Daniel Bryan, you know, like of late. It'd be a case of to put them in that in like the main event picture, you know, like Ziggler won the belt, nobody or won the belt from winning the Money in the Bank. Nobody thought he could do it, and he did. So I think Ambrose and Cesaro, there. Wade Barrett, you know, like has been on TV and has been jobbing out, and you know, like hasn't been on TV an awful lot. So whether they, you know. A couple of years ago, perhaps, you know, like whenever he was due to win it before he actually injured himself, whether he has something left to prove and wins it. But I honestly think I would go with Allan's picks. That's who I would say that Ambrose is my clear favourite to win it, even though Cesaro for selfish reasons.
So Ambrose has been mentioned 3 times, so he gets the most votes in the grand scheme of the group as to who will more than likely win. Followed by, it seems, Cody Rhodes and Antonio Cesaro. So there you go. The one thing I have to say about Wade Barrett before we move on, though, is actually not technically related to him, but with Sky Sports. Earlier on this morning, when I had WWE Experience on TV, you know the way Sky, if it's an early showing, if, you know, God forbid, we get a random chair shot nowadays, and we did, they always used to like pause it a few frames before the shot.
Or they go to the crowd now.
They actually did that to Wade Barrett delivering the bullhammer to Fandango backstage on Raw.
Okay.
What? He got hit by that part of his arm? How is that warrant a flippin' stop capture? He didn't hit him with a chair, he hit him with his arm. It makes no difference.
Arms have stayed.
But anyway, let's round this up before we run out of memory.
Yeah.
WWE Money in the Bank ladder match. CM Punk, Sheamus, Randy Orton, Crichton, RVD, Daniel Bryan, and It's a Mystery. Hayley.
Me.
You have CM Punk in this, and you have Christian.
Christian's not gonna win. I don't think Punk's going to win either because I think he's going to go on either face
Lesnar.
Axel or Lesnar at SummerSlam. Something to do with those two. A turn on Paul Heyman, blah blah blah, all that. So I think he's just sort of there for star power in this match. Sort of because he's been a Money in the Bank winner 2 years. So he's just the experience in this match, just sort of going into it, doing his thing. Maybe there's going to be an interference from someone or a Heyman distraction that maybe cost him. Maybe.
But who's going to be the winner?
Who's going to be the winner?
Yes.
Daniel Bryan. Of course, Daniel Bryan. And I also think the surprise entrant might be Rey Mysterio or Big Show. I think just
Injure yourself again.
just
Please retire.
or
For the
could
love
be
of all that's mighty in this world.
or it could be Cena, as Mikey said earlier,
Yes,
coming
that
in to
would be
do double
intriguing.
duty because obviously someone has to replace Kane. So I don't think Kane's got to come out and try and replace himself with himself. But
Personally, in my opinion, I think it's a given that it's going to be Daniel Bryan.
yeah.
We could get completely surprised, but do I really want to see anybody else in this match win it, bar maybe RVD? Not particularly. CM Punk's going to have many shots in the coming year. It's pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah.
The best one to go with at the moment is Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan's on fire at the minute on Raw.
Not now, like.
He's main event and everything now. He's starting off the show. So
He is incredibly over.
I would love CM Punk to win, but
That's true.
because he's had the title for 2 years, he'll not be near that title for a good while yet. And
He doesn't need
I have
it.
Sheamus in the fantasy league. I'm totally stuffed in this match.
Yep.
Chris,
Well, I've Daniel Bryan in Fantasy League,
but
so
he's like guaranteed, hasn't he?
I'm
Like,
alright. I would like to see either Daniel Bryan. The people I don't want to see, I don't think Christian stands a hope.
No.
I think he's in it just for the experience.
yeah.
And I
all-star.
Just to get some spots in there.
I don't
that they can
think
go-
RV or Randy Orton,
Oh,
the
yeah,
R's
forgot
all mixed
about
up
him.
there.
RDV.
Yeah, I don't think he'll win it. Or Sheamus. I don't think Sheamus has done.
Fella.
He's done very little since he's been the champion. You know, like he's been feuding. You know, with
He only lost his first TV singles match there recently for the first time since like well into last year.
yeah, but it's a case of what feuds have actually meant stuff. You know, that's what I'm saying. So I'd like either Punk, RVD, and Daniel Bryan to win it, but Daniel Bryan would be. He's one that he seems to be the Shawn Michaels of now. It's a case of
Funny that he was trained by the man.
I
as
can
well.
very like I don't think I can really mention a bad Daniel Bryan match. Every time he goes in that ring, he pardon the pun, steals the show. But he will do a great job tonight, I think, and I think he will win the belt.
Previous 28 match.
Cool beans.
Well, that's true.
Alright, that's the prediction video, everybody. We'll round this thing out. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Allan GW Price. Subscribe to him, Vintomania. Subscribe to her, X1 Girly X. Subscribe to Mikey, Mikey 2004. This has been another Northern Ireland Wrestling Connection video. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.